Hi, everybody. Welcome to Singapore Art Museum's Unwind with Sam Art and Meditation program. My name is Russell Chan, and I'm your meditation teacher for today, the founder of Prime Your Mind Now, and I'll be leading you through this session. I'm also a neuroscientist that specializes in the research of meditation and cognitive abilities of the brain. So if you have any hard questions about meditation, which I hope you do, the practice in general, and also any neuroscience ones that you've always been wanting to ask but never knew who to do so, please do feel free to ask me, and I'll try my very best to answer them at the end of this session. I also want to explain a little bit more about this particular series with Sam. I think it's a really bold and exciting direction that the museum is taking. Singapore Art Museum is aiming to inculcate not just the benefits of meditation, but aim for a holistic experience towards art and neuroscience in a way that's uniquely Singaporean and uniquely Sam. This is really ambitious, but a rewarding experience, and the team has done a great job for the benefit of you and for the benefit of the community. I think in the last few weeks, Cheryl Tan, the previous meditation teacher, has set a really nice tone and provided you with a good foundation to build upon with different Sam art pieces. So kudos to her. From this week onwards and over the next 3, I'll be continuing with a series of Yoga Nidra meditations that come from a North Indian tradition called Satyananda. In my published research, the meditation has shown to improve memory and attentional performance while learning, even in people who have done it for the very first time in their lives for once. I'll continue to combine this together with the experience of new artworks, but the goal of the session is to really get you cognitively primed and prepared for the reopening of Singapore into phase 2. The themes explored in each week will progressively build upon each other and also to build your engagement in the program. But first, let me explain the style of Yoga Nidra in a little bit more detail. Yoga Nidra meditation is usually performed lying down. Yes, you heard me right. And I would like you to adopt this as much as possible. The reason for this is that it removes the physical barrier and the belief that for meditation, you must sit cross-legged, looking like the Buddha for hours on end, which a lot of people actually struggle with due to bodily limitations. So, as you're listening to me right now, please feel free to grab your yoga mat, your eye pillow. If you don't have a yoga mat, make sure you have a space where you can completely lie flat onto the ground. Grab a small towel as well, or an old t-shirt to cover your eyes in prep for the practice. There's one more thing I want you guys to do as you're listening to me. You can also grab a small blanket or a throw over rug and put it by your side. This is because during meditation practice, typically our body temperature drops about 1 to 2 degrees Celsius. So if you ever feel cool on the during the practice itself, I hope you're able to just put the throw over your shoulders. So move around, prepare your items, as I can't see you anyway. So just try and listen to me as we progress and move on. Lying down also facilitates for you to get into a deeper meditative state within a shorter period of time. The risk is that you may fall asleep, but I just want to reassure you that this is perfectly okay. I'm not laughing at you if you do. I'm actually laughing with you because I myself have fallen asleep way too many times when my teacher has been giving a session. So if you do fall asleep, please be kind to yourself and know that you're still absorbing a lot of the instructions that I'm about to give. Don't be stressed, don't hold yourself up for it, and don't be negative. The very last thing that I want to explain to you is the concept of sankalpa, which is a Sanskrit word for inspired intention. Inspired intentions are incredibly powerful and different from a resolution that we usually make at the start of the year. A resolution is something like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to travel, I want to quit smoking. Whereas an intention, especially the sankalpa, is something that we're sharing today, is a complete state of being. It's something that you already are. For example, instead of saying, I want to be kinder or more generous, an inspired intention is one that you already are. So you'll be saying, I am kind and generous. It is a shift of the paradigm towards a greater self, a greater image of yourself, you see. So in this week's meditation, our shared intention is one of reconnection, which is really extremely appropriate for this period, considering that we're moving from phase 2 on Friday with more opportunities beyond family and with friends. So let us explore this with Singapore Art Museum's artwork of Another Woman by Heng. Let me describe the art piece to you that's on your screen right now. Two women are embracing each other. The one with her back is Singaporean artist Amanda Heng, and the one facing the viewer is her mother. In their large Chinese household, ruled according to Confucian patriarchal ethics, Heng has an estranged relationship due to her mother's dedication to her husband and the sons in the family. Now, in her own middle age, Heng has a keen desire for reconnection with her mother, both as mother and daughter, and more importantly, as two independent women. This creative process became an inspiration to re-establish a form of communication between them. The resulting image you see here is condensed, is vivid. It shows you someone seeking for a reconnection with another, going far beyond a simple mother and daughter portrait. I chose this and I like this artwork very, very much because of how it resonates with our current time. It takes our own individual situation and know that it exists within a global collective. And this reminds us that the themes that each and every one of us share are very mutual and that you are not alone in this. The simple composition of it, the framing, the colors, contrast, captures the entire emotional process of the work. And it's a beautiful art piece. So as we observe and ponder upon the artwork for just a little while longer, it may invoke different sensations within us. Your role today is to be able to explore these sensations within the practice in a safe environment. So are you ready? Let us begin. Let's start by getting down onto the floor and onto the mat. With our backs flat against the mat, and also closing our eyes as we lie down. If you would like to dim the light down a little bit, please feel free to do so. This is a perfect time to do it. So let my instructions prevent you from making it comfortable. If you're already on the floor, adjust your clothes, your body position, your hands, feet, shaking out any last tensions that you may hold onto your body. And the first thing that we're going to do together is that we're going to deliberately flatten your back to make the gap between your lower back and the mat disappear. I want you to release that tension and then do it again. Flatten that lower back, press it down against the ground and release. Do it once more. Flatten the lower back, press it down against the ground and release. The next thing is to take your awareness to the faculty of your hearing and start to observe the sounds that are outside the room. Once you have identified the sound, move on to the next sound. Maybe the thunder, maybe with cars. But don't dwell on the sounds. Move from sound to sound once you know what it is. Take awareness of the sounds within the room. The humming of the air conditioning, my voice. Once again, move from sound to sound. Come a little closer. Listen to the sound of your breathing. Come even closer now. Listen to the sound of your heartbeat, the pulse of silence between your ears. And into that silence, recall the image of another woman, that soft embrace, and introduce these inspired intentions within our mind. I reconnect with my loved ones. I reconnect with my friends. I reconnect with my community. I reconnect with my loved ones. I reconnect with my friends. I reconnect with my community. Once again, I reconnect with my loved ones. I reconnect with my fans. I reconnect with my community. In the next stage, I'll be naming different body parts, and you'll be doing two things within your mind. Firstly, as you hear the name of the different body parts, bring your mental awareness to each of them without movement and repeat the name of these body parts within your mind. I say again, bring your awareness to the different body parts and mentally repeat the name of these body parts within your mind, starting with the right hand thumb, the right hand index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, back of the right hand, the palm, creases in the palm, the right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the chest, of the waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, ankle, heel, instep, ball of the right foot, right big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Take awareness of your left hand thumb now. Left hand thumb, the left index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Back of the left hand, the palm, creases in the palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the chest, of the waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, ankle, heel, instep, ball of the right foot, left big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. In the next stage, let go of the mental repetition. Bring awareness only to the body parts as is being named. Firstly, feel your heels meet the ground, and of the ground meeting your heels. The calves as it meets the ground, back of the thighs, the buttocks, lower back, middle of the back, upper back. Take your awareness and run it down and up the spine 3 times quickly. Feel the shoulders as it meets the ground. The elbows as it meets the ground. The back of the hands. elbow, shoulders, the back of the head, the hairline through to your forehead, the right temple, left temple, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, space between the eyebrows, space between the eyebrows, space between the eyebrows. Take awareness of where the eyelids meet, the bridge of the nose, tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, both nostrils together. The right cheek, left cheek, the upper lip, bottom lip, where the lips meet, the chin, front of the throat, top of the chest, center of the abdomen, the pelvic region, top of the thighs, kneecaps, shins, top of the toes. Become aware of your whole right foot, the whole right foot, the whole left foot, both feet together. The whole right leg, the whole left leg, both legs together. The whole right arm, the whole left arm, both arms together. Right side of your torso, left side of the torso, the whole torso. Right side of the face, left side of the face, the whole face. Become aware of the lower part of your body, the upper half of your body. The front of your body, and the back of your body. Now I want you to take awareness of your whole body, not this side, not that side, not front, not back, not lower, not upper. Be aware of your whole body, your whole body, your whole body, your whole body, your whole body. As you lie there, watch your breath. Watch the rise and fall of your breath. Trace the air of the breath as it inhales and exhales out of your body. And we're going to start a breath count now. So let's start counting backwards from the number 21 all the way to 0. As you inhale, count 21 in. As you exhale, count 21 out. Inhale, count 20 in. Exhale, count 20 out. 19 in. And 19 out. So on and so forth until you reach the number 0. And if for any reason at all, your mind starts to wander off, gently bring it back to the number 21 and start again. No worries. No problem at all. And if you have completed the count, start again from the number 21. And again, if your mind wanders off, no problem, bring it back again. Starting from the number 21. For any reason at all, you've lost count. Again, be gentle with your mind and start again. Letting go of the breath count. Let us withdraw your mind and focus on the space that is in front of your closed eyes. Imagine before you a transparent screen through which you can see an infinite space. Against the black backdrop, allow the recollection of the artwork. Another woman that you saw at the beginning of the session. Allow your mind to very gently start to trace the outline. Visualize the following. 2 women embracing each other. Arms wrapped around their shoulders. The linen material of the white blouse. Broad shoulders. The fine black bob hair. The mother with grey permed hair. The transparent glasses sitting on her cheeks. Wrinkles on the skin. Two yellow gold rings. a soft, gentle smile. Let that last image dissolve and simply be still. Be still for the next 2 minutes. Stillness within your mind and stillness within your body. Starting from now. One more minute. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go. Stillness and emptiness within your mind. Then into that silence, reintroduce the inspired intentions within your mind. I reconnect with my loved ones. I reconnect with my friends. And I reconnect with my community. I reconnect with my loved ones. I reconnect with my friends. I reconnect with my community. I reconnect with my loved ones. I reconnect with my friends. And I reconnect with my community. And then let it go. As you lie there, start to become aware of your breathing again. Feel the coolness of the air around your nostrils. Become aware of your body lying out stretched along the mat. The points of contact between your body and the mat or the ground. Introduce sounds into your hearing. Paying attention to my voice, the sound of your breath, the sounds within the room. Externalize a little bit further. Take awareness of the sounds outside of the room. Be aware of your position within the room. See yourself lying there as you are. The room within your home. The home within the block. And the block within the streets. Externalize even further. Introduce very light and gentle movement into your body. Wriggle your toes, hands and feet. Followed by larger ones, your shoulders, neck, tilting from side to side. I want you to do something. Bring your hands into your heart space and rub to create a bit of heat. Rub your hands, create a bit of heat, really nice and strong. And then take that heat, cupping over your eyes as you gently blink into your hands. Let's repeat that again. Do it a second time. Start to rub. Get the heat going within your hands and then cupping over your eyes and very gently blinking into the darkness. And then the last time, rubbing your hands again. And releasing that heat, putting over your eyes and gently blinking into it. The practice is now complete. Have a stretch. Do what's right for you. Come up by rolling onto your right side and push yourself back into a sitting position. And if you're watching from your phone or from your laptop, you can again start to grab it and watch me. Holding our hands into a prayer position in the heart space, really soft bow forward. Gratitude towards each other for today's practice. And opening your eyes. Thank you for your practice. And I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to hang around for the next 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to hop onto Facebook and look at the comments and read any questions that you may have about the practice, you see. So feel free to type it out in Facebook Live as I start to look in there. Okay, let's see. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, wow, 11 comments. Let me look at them. Why do I not see anything? So Karen asked first, how do I know if I'm meditating the right way? I think the very important thing is the right way would be whether you're following the instructions or not, you see. So if you find yourself drifting off a little bit the neuroscientists often call this as what we call the default mode. The mind likes to hop around to different things. Then you will know that your practice hasn't been as good as it could be, you see. But if you're really focused on the instructions and you are actually doing the body scan and you find yourself, hey, I can stick to this. I haven't missed out any body parts, or I haven't missed out on my breath count or something like this, then you know that you are doing it well. And don't be too hard up on the fact that, wow, I did a fabulous session like yesterday. And today sucks. Today is completely oh my God, I can't even focus on the first body scan at all. It does vary from session to session, but that's the whole point of practice, you see. The reason why we do practice and we carry on consistently is that we're able to recreate that good practice more consistently compared to others, you see. So right or wrong, right, I wouldn't call that. A good session would be where you could focus a lot more on the instructions. Your attention didn't drift too much away. Although it is very normal, it is absolutely normal, you see. I can tell you and I can cite you a lot of literature about that as well, on how even experienced meditators who've had 5,000 hours of practice still get distracted all the time. Right. Wow, a lot of questions today. Very nice. Is this silence? Wait, whoa, where do I start? Right from the top. So is this silence the meditation from Frederick? So I think what you're asking is silence part of the meditation? And yes, it is. So, oh, sorry, I saw that comment as well. Right. Thank you, Gemma, for your comment about the explanation of intention. Very glad to clarify that as well. Right. must we meditate towards the artwork? Can we meditate to the photo that we own or anything at all? I think the artwork in this session is a way for us to connect with each other. And of course, certainly outside of this, you can take it beyond. Certainly in the Satyananda tradition, there's another meditation called Tritaka. And often you take photos of your loved ones and place it in front of you, or a candlelight, and that's what you're facing for meditation as well. So it doesn't have to be the artwork today. The artwork today is mainly for us to have a collective together and a collective intention as well. Thanks so much for the session. Thank you. I'm on Australia. Thanks, cheers. Good day. Hope you guys are doing well. Anna, thank you from Adelaide. Good. Nice South Aussies being in here. Love you guys. Louis, thanks, Dr. Russell, for inviting for session. You're most welcome. Happy to carry on. And the next 3 weeks will be really, really cool as well. There are different themes and different artworks. And different kind of headspace. Thank you again for your comment. Emma, how does this kind of meditation works? Why is counting to 21? And can I see the recording again? I think the recording will be curated and it will be placed up there, so you can definitely use it as a resource. You just bookmark the page. How this meditation works. So, did anybody notice one very particular thing? Wait, firstly, I made a small mistake as well. Maybe you guys noticed that at the start of it, but I won't tell you where. Okay, but have you ever noticed that I did not say a single word of relaxation? Did not say that word. And yet, I think a lot of you, if you're doing the practice, would have felt like that. Why and how does it do that? I've explained this in a lot of my lectures before, that the mind is a bit like a monkey. You see, it likes to jump from things to things. And especially when we do a body scan within ourselves, once you've paid attention to a different body part, the attentional span, it lasts between 30 seconds to a minute, you see. It really wants to move on to the next thing. Very naturally, it wants to do that, you see. So as soon as I count as a second body part and stuff, you tend to move on, and if you're following along, the previous body part would have automatically switched off in a certain way, you see. So you would have progressively felt a little bit deeper into the practice, but of course it's not to fall asleep, you see. Although it does help with some insomnia as well, this particular practice, but it does help with attentional development of the mind, as is shown in a couple of my research papers that I've published as well. That actually makes you over time a lot more alert and paying on to different cues. It allows you to pay on to different features as well. And why counting to 21? So the 21 is I think an arbitrary number, and we start from 21 backwards. I've certainly, with my more advanced students, when I was teaching in Australia and in Adelaide, I've done starting from 80 all the way backwards. So there's an increase in sort of the amount of concentration that you need to practice. And on top of that, you can always vary it. So as why I say this is progressive. The meditation practice is really, really great in a sense that it can scale to different beginners or even more advanced practitioners as well. I hope that answers your question. Thank you, Claire. Linus, thanks for coming. D, how often should we meditate? I would say for beginners, 2 to 3 times a week if you can, for periods of between 10 minutes to 20 minutes. And even for advanced practitioners, I think they know how long they need to practice. You sort of can gauge, and you know what sort of practice will help you along with your journey. Thanks, Xiao Qi. Thanks, Dee. Nurul, what is the ideal time for us to practice meditation? I think 10 minutes. If you can do a quick 10 minutes to 15 minutes body scan, so without the visualization and without the breath count even, the body scan alone is very, very powerful. And I think it's great for the development of your attention. Linus, I'm not going to answer that question. Thank you for explanation. Duration. Yeah, I've answered that as well. Ching Hui, thank you. How does that help with memory and attention? Oh, I have to look up with your research article. So just very briefly, I've taken a lot of my participants have come in, and when I asked them, have you done meditation before, they all answered no, I've not done it ever once. And I literally gave them one session. And after that one session, I made them do a sequence learning task. And this is my other passion as well, where I like to understand how sequences and motor development occurs within us humans, you see. And the ones who have meditated actually perform a lot faster, significantly faster than the ones that did a quiet sitting. So that was my control condition as well. But I've also replicated that again. And also within the brain itself, you can see that when I've put frontal channel, sort of electrodes on the brain, this is a way we do neuroimaging when we're in the laboratory. The change, as in the dynamics of the brain signals itself, was a lot more, how would I say, the gradient of the change was a lot greater in those who practice meditation compared to those that didn't, you see. So we suspect that at first what happens is when you learn a task, your brain itself is using a lot of energy, but very quickly it learns how to be more efficient, you see, especially in those who have practiced meditation. So the efficiency meaning that you expend less energy when you're doing the task of the same difficulty as others as well. And that's a great thing because you're saving resources. I think that's about it for today. So if you enjoy this kind of content, please send a like, send a subscribe or follow to Sam. Look them up on the different social medias. They are on Instagram. They are on Facebook and Twitter as well, I think. And of course, tune in again next week as we have a different art piece. We have and we're going to progress a little bit more with the practice as well. So you're going to gain a little bit more of this. And certainly I have some personal resources as well on my own, primeyourmindnow.com, that help people through the coronavirus and COVID-19 period. So check it out. Hit me up. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again next week. Bye.